My name is Austin Berry, and I live on the south side of downtown, East 12th Street and 5th Avenue. I moved downtown because I wanted to be close to the bars and I wanted to be close to kind of all the action that is downtown while also living close enough to work. So it's about a 12-minute drive to work, but it's about a 5-minute walk to anywhere I want to be. I have lived in Tucson about 7 months, starting about early April. I've really enjoyed living downtown. Tons of restaurants, tons of bars, tons of different stuff going on. In a basketball league at the YMCA, which is right down the street, a little walking distance. There's different types of restaurants. There's your new school restaurants like Pizzeria Bianco and Hi-Fi and Playground and Hub, while there's your old school restaurants like La Cocina and El Charro. So there's kind of a new school, old school vibe that I think meshes really well. The construction that's going on downtown has not really affected my life. It's not really that hectic kind of where I live. It's typically kind of on the northern side of the city near the courthouse and the YMCA where it's going on, so I haven't really been affected by it too much. I think gentrification can be very cyclical. I think where for a very long time Tucson might have had maybe lower income housing, maybe not been as a desirable place to live downtown, builders and restaurant owners and people are going to see opportunity in that, and that's what they've kind of done here in downtown Tucson. They've kind of seen that opportunity. Everyone's kind of come together, and I think downtown is really happening at this point. But it's interesting because you see like over the restaurant row on Tanque Verde has now taken a hit, whereas 10, 15 years ago that was a hopping place. Downtown's kind of taken over, and now the restaurant row on Tanque Verde is kind of on the way down. It's very difficult to think about, the people that are being pushed out. I think they had a good thing going for a very long time. I think their quality of life that they have is not necessarily diminished by living somewhere else. I think you can enjoy Tucson, and I think that where their downtown that they grew up living in is not where kind of in the path of where Tucson's headed. I think that there's a decent overlap where it's on the rise and you can continue to live there, but ultimately at some point like the cost of living will rise. It's difficult to think about, but you can't think about every single person. Just like take a presidential election for instance, like not 100% of people are going to be happy one way or the other. You have to kind of look at the greatest good for the people of Tucson, and I think the way downtown has kind of developed over the last couple of years ultimately affects the greatest amount of people that live in Tucson.